Jackson is here. I have to ask you, man, because all these people have made so much money off of your brother since his untimely demise, and you hear all these accusations and about sexual molestation, all these things that are coming out. Can you tell us who Micheal was? What are your thoughts about this?
Like I said, Micheal started so young. He started singing with the brothers 5 or 6 years old. You know, back in Gary, Indiana, his first record, it was "I'm a Big Boy Now."
Yeah.
You know, back I always felt that Micheal was just a different type of person with talent, and he spent most of his childhood perfecting his talent. He never got a chance to own a bicycle or ride a bicycle or play little league or tag or whatever kids do. You know, he was just a music man, and he used to dread. He said, "I don't want to ever." When he got a little older, he said, "I don't want to ever see a kid to come up the way I did because I missed out." You know, I wish I had this. I wish I was able to play with kids and all these other things, which he didn't have the opportunity. And so when we used to have family day, we'll come over with our kids or whatever, and the brothers be in the corner, you know, talking about our future, talking about, you know, when we're going to get back in the studio or go on the road or what have you. And we get mad at Micheal because he too busy swimming and having fun with our little children and stuff. But he was just having fun. I guess he was experiencing what he had missed out on it. And he had done this his whole entire life up to where he was. That's why he's so into like Mickey Mouse and all these things, Captain Crunch, and you know, he was
monkeys and animals.
He was the world's biggest kid, and he wanted to live his life in a way that he helped people, help children have a happier life. And people don't understand that. How can somebody do this or do that? But people don't know. My brothers has paid for cancer victims, college, giving kids college funds, and helps family in need. He was just one of those people that give his life up, man. He'll give you every penny in his account if he felt sorry enough for you.
Yeah.
And that's who Micheal Jackson was.
How did he feel when all these accusations start coming out about him?
He couldn't believe it. He used to cry, and he used to come to us and cry, "I can't believe what they're trying to do to me." You know, and we understood it because from an outsider's looking in, they don't know all the elements and how it really went down and what it really means. And when you don't really have a full circle understanding on the subject, you shouldn't really comment unless you have some type of proof. Even with this last accusation, there's no proof. This guy has gone on and testified and said nothing ever really happened and this and that. And then someday he's needing money. He wanted to direct Circus Olay. He wanted to be part of that whole package, and the Micheal Jackson estate said, "No, we don't need you. We don't need you." And he got a little perturbed with that, and I guess he tried to hurt him in a way to get money, and he was running around telling his colleagues that, "I'm going to buy this house, I'm going to buy this car." And they said, "How you going to do that?" "I'm going to sue Micheal Jackson." You know, and that's easy to say. Anybody can sue anybody, but you got to have some type of real proof evidence, and that they do not have.
Yeah, and we're talking about Wade Robinson and these
yes,
guys.
Yes.
I know Lisa Marie Presley. Were you friends with her? Did you meet her?
I met her a few times.
What was she like?
She was a sweetheart. She was a very nice girl, very soft, very easy, and she was a sweetheart as far as what I saw and knew. Like I said, I only met her a few times.
She mentioned that Micheal would often say,
"I welcome you back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video." So right about now, we are receiving the news of the passing on of Tito Jackson, who actually, along with the brothers Micheal, Jermaine, Jackie, and Marlon, was the founding member of the iconic group the Jacksons, the Jackson 5. He died at the age of 70. Today, the news of his death were first reported by Entertainment Tonight, which said that word of Tito's passing came from Steve Manning, a long-time friend and associate of the Jackson family. Manning told E.T. that, you know, the legend had passed on, and it's believed it was a result of a heart attack while driving on the road trip, adding that the cause of death he was giving was officially officially undetermined. It's not the official cause of death from the family. So we saw the family, the children coming out on his Instagram and released a statement saying that, they are really very devastated to hear the passing on of their beloved paps, their father, their friend, and of course a mentor. Tito Jackson recently, by the way, he had performed with the brothers Marlon and Jackie under the renewed brand of the Jacksons, including a date as recently as a week ago that was in UK. So the LA audience saw a state by the Jacksons at the Fall in Love Festival at Hollywood Park. That was on August 31st, and Tito had also recorded and done so many shows as a blues guitarist in the last 20 years under his own banner or under his own label known as King Blues Band. This is a man who actually played guitar. He was a singer. He was really very talented. He could dance, he could sing. He had a soothing voice, and of course it's that group actually that rocked the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. Amongst the notable records you can actually try to look through via various music streaming platforms, there was I Want You Back, that was released in 1969, and ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There, that was released in 1970. So he's been regarded as a very, very close man who was really close to his brother Micheal. And in the interview you've just heard, he was narrating some of the fake stories that were spread around on Micheal, saying that he did some unthinkables and stuff like that without which were baseless and without evidence. So we are praying for the family, we are praying for the friends, the fans, and everyone who was really close to Mr. Jackson. R.I.P. Rest in power the king, that is Tito Jackson.